Alright, what's up guys, this is Heat. I wanted to do a video today on what I feel are the strongest farming methods for Act 4. Now this is for the Awakening beta, so that means that the whole act hasn't been released yet. However, because of how strong these zones are, I still think they're going to be my preferred method for farming, especially for experience and currency. Now what makes Aqueduct so good? Well, first of all, it's a level 67 zone. And then second of all, it's extremely straightforward, right? You can't get lost. Very similar to Ledge. There's only kind of one path that you can take. There's sort of side wings like that, which I'll comment on a little bit. But you can't really get lost, and which makes for really efficient and fast farming. So this zone has the possibility of spawning a Corrupt Zone like you just saw right there, and also Masters. However, in terms of Masters, I didn't see that many Masters spawn in this area, so I'm not really sure how efficient it would be to farm it for Masters, but it is good for experience. Now, as you can see here, this is one of the side wings of Aqueduct, and each wing is guaranteed to have a blue pack. So that's similar to, for example, Sins, where each corner is guaranteed to have a blue pack, or similar to Docks, where each end wing of Dock is guaranteed to have a blue pack. Now, when a zone guarantees you blue packs, that's extremely strong for farming experience and leveling. So that's why I like this zone. Now this is the unique boss in Aqueduct, and the only thing you have to watch out for is his attack. This is on Merciless, and his attack does a lot of damage, but luckily it's telegraphed, so it's pretty easy to dodge. So that pretty much is Aqueduct, very straightforward. Once you finish the zone, all you do is you sell your stuff and then reset the instance, and then you're good to go. So this is the second zone that I think is really strong for farming, the Dried Lake. If you're looking just to farm for experience, this zone is actually quite amazing in my opinion. It has a lot of rare enemies, it has a lot of blue packs. It's very dense in terms of pack size. There are two unique monsters. You have the possibility of getting Masters as well if you're farming Masters, and if you're not, it's an added bonus. There are corrupted zones that you can get as well. So for experience, this zone is pretty insane. Now, there's another reason why you would want to farm this zone is there is a unique enemy called Vol in this zone, and he actually is pretty easy to magic find, and he drops really, really good items. I got Taste of Hate from him, which is a really rare flask, and it's a really strong flask. So that is another reason why you might want to do this zone. Now, the way you farm Vol is you just follow the very left side like this, as you can see on the mini-map, until you actually find him. So, as you can see here, I have highlighted in pink on the mini-map. If you see this icon, this book icon, that means that he is nearby. So that's one way to identify whether he is close or not. And I just happened to get lucky and also see Vol's Confession. That means he is nearby as well. But that is one way to identify where he is at. So if your sole purpose is to farm Vol, you would come in here and you would kill Vol immediately, TP out, identify stuff, and just run back in. Now, if your goal is not to kill Vol, and all you're doing is farming for experience, the method I use to actually farm this area is I stick to the left wall and I go counterclockwise until I reach the top where my character is currently at right now. And from here, I do some sweeping motions until I eventually end up at the start of the instance where I can reset the instance immediately without wasting a TP and continue farming that experience really, really fast. So this is the fight with Vol. Right now, I don't have any Magic Find, so he's not really going to drop a lot of rares. But he does drop an insane amount of rares and uniques. Actually, I've gotten 2 uniques from him, if I remember correctly, in one drop. When you are Magic Finding, and I was Magic Finding with about 100% rarity and no quantity, and that's how I got Taste of Hate from him. But yeah, so that's Vol. You just need to be wary of his AoE splash and not get burst damage by the archers that he summons. But other than that, he's pretty easy. So currently in Act 4, there are levels that are higher than Aqueduct and the Dry Lake, level 68 as opposed to 67. However, I think that the Aqueduct and the Dry Lake, the map layout and the structure and the way the map is structured is far more efficient for farming. There's just overall better flow, in my opinion, to the maps than the other zones, so that's why I prefer them. So here you're going to start to see me actually circle back to the start of the instance so you can reset really fast without wasting a portal, and that's basically how you do the run. Thanks for watching, guys.